The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone. Is the voice clear to everyone? Okay, great. Anyone who has not done any of the previous two classes? All of you have done it? Previous classes of Geometry 1 and 2? Okay, good. So, I have given two questions yesterday. So, let's discuss them first quickly and then we'll move ahead. So, what is the answer of this question, which is in front of your screen? Okay, two people have given me the answer till now. Three. No, Racha. I'm asking the area of this triangle, the middle one. What is the answer? Okay, you are telling me the second answer. Okay. 98 is wrong, Racha. 10 is wrong, Vidansh. 84 is correct. Those who have done it, they are correct. The correct answer is 84. Have a look quickly. Now in this triangle ABC, 3 points D, E, F are given. And the ratio given is 3 is to 4, 4 is to 3, and 5 is to 2. So as I said, you have to do the process thrice, right? So let's look at this triangle, triangle DBE. In triangle DBE, you have to just do this calculation. 4 into 4, 16, the side of this triangle, and then look for the big side of the bigger triangle with this angle. AB and BC. This is 7, this is also 7. 7 into 7 is 49. So this area is 16 by 49 of whole area, right? Comes here. For this triangle, triangle FEC, this is 5 into 3, 20, 15. And look at the side with the angle C, that is CA and CB. CA is 7, CB is also 7. So 7 into 7 is 49. Come here, ADF. In ADF, this side is 3 and this side is 2. So 3 into 2 is 6. And look at the sides with the perspective of angle A. That is 7, that is also 7. 7 into 7 is 49. So this is 6 by 16 by 49, this is 6 by 49, this is 15 by 49. So there are two options of solving this question. Either you can calculate separately how much is this area, how much is this area, how much is this area, and then you can subtract these three areas to get this answer. Otherwise, rather finding the area of these three triangles, what you could have done it, you could have just subtracted the fraction part. Look at here. The complete area in fraction term is 100%, or I can say it is 1. If I subtract these three areas, 16 by 49, 6 by 49, 15 by 49, I'll get this area in terms of fraction. And calculation is easy because I have given the same denominator. 6 plus 16, 22. 22 plus 15 is 37. So if I subtract 37 by 49, I'll get this area, which is 12 by 49. So this area is 12 by 49 of total area. Total area is 343. So you have to just calculate this part only once. Answer is 84. That is answer. So I'll not calculate thrice and then subtract it. Subtract fraction and then get the answer. This part is clear, otherwise fractions are clear. Calculation part is not important. 6 by 49, 15 by 49 and 16 by 49. That is clear to everyone, those who were there yesterday. Raksha, got your mistake? And similarly, look at the second one. In second one also, the same thing we need to do. This time the ratio given was 5 is to 4. And that is not necessarily that this total should be same. I have given equal because I don't want you to calculate this part, right? Otherwise you can calculate separately. Calculation is not important, as I'm saying again. This is 4 is to 5 and this is 7 is to 2. So I'll write it quickly. That is 4 into 4, 16. That is 9. That is also 9. So 9 into 9 is 81. That is 7 into 5 is 35. And then 9 into 9 is 81. That is 5 into 2, it's 10. Again 9 into 9 is 81. So this area will be 16 plus 10, 26. 26 plus 35 is 61. That summation comes out to be 61 by 81. So remaining area will be 20 by 81. Now this 20 by 81 denotes 80 centimeter square. So this fraction is 80. So whole area, which is 1, is equivalent to 80 into 81 by 20. The answer is 324. Straight away. Second answer is 324. First answer is 84. If your logic is clear, you can get it within 30-40 seconds. Calculation is easy. चले आगे. Clear till here? Okay. Now in area you need to know one more thing. Two more properties. If height of two triangles are same. If height of two triangles are same, then area ratio will be same as side ratio, or I should say base ratio. What does it mean? If height of two triangles are same, I'm drawing two triangles. Let's say this is a triangle and this is another triangle, and height of this triangle and this triangle is same. Let's say if height of two triangle is same, what is the area ratio, guys? It will depend on the base now. Let's say this base is b1 and this base is b2. So what is this area? Area is half base into height. And what about this area? Half base into height. So can I say if height is same, the area ratio is nothing. It is same as base ratio because height will be cancelled out. That is cancelled. So whatever the base ratio, the area ratio will be same. And you need to understand, this is very important. If you can realize when the height is same. Let's say there is a triangle ABC, and if I draw a line AD, and this BD is, let's say, 5 centimeter, this DC is 7 centimeter. This area, it's, let's say, 35 centimeter square. Can you tell me the area of triangle ABC? What is the area of triangle ABC? Now if you do not know that property, you cannot solve this question. First you need to realize, guys, the height of this triangle and height of this triangle is same, because if I drop a perpendicular, whatever the height is there for triangle ABD, the same height is for triangle ADC, because triangle ADC is an obtuse angle triangle, and if you drop a perpendicular in obtuse angle triangle, it will always lie outside of the triangle. So this is the height same for ABD, and this is the height same for ADC. So I just told you, if height is same, the area ratio is same as base ratio. So what is the base ratio? 5 is to 7. So if base ratio is 5 is to 7, the area ratio will also be 5 is to 7. This area is given as 35. So 7 denotes 35. So 5 will denote 25. So straight away you can say the area of this triangle will be 25. So if this is 25, this is 35, what is the area of complete triangle ABC? Answer is 60. Over. So this is very helpful and very important if you can realize that if you draw a line inside a triangle, right? Whatever triangle I'm making inside a triangle, height is same for all the triangle. Abhishek, look at here. What I'm saying, if you draw a line from the vertex, any problem with the voice to anyone? Manchu, no problem. This is a triangle. Let's say I draw a line AD. First take one line. Abhishek, can you tell me the height of this triangle and this triangle is same or different? Just tell me this part. Height of this triangle and this triangle. It's same now. So I just told you if height is same, what is the area ratio? Area ratio is same as base ratio. Base I have given. Base I have given in the question 5 and 7. So if base ratio is 5 is to 7, the area ratio will also be 5 is to 7. This area denotes 35. 7 denotes 35. If 7 denotes 35, 5 will denote 25. Means this area will be 25. So I asked the complete area. What is the complete area? Complete area is 60. That is the question. And now you need not to calculate anything if you know the rule. And further I extended what I'm saying. Even if you draw 2 lines or 3 lines or 4 lines, the height of all these triangle is same. If this is the height, this is the height, it is valid for this triangle, this triangle, this triangle, and this triangle. Height is same. So whatever the base ratio will be, the area ratio will be same of base ratio. Right? One thing. Next thing, if base is same, if base is same, then area ratio will be equal to, will be same as height ratio. Again, it is obvious. If base is same, let's say I'm drawing two triangle. This is one triangle ABC and this is another triangle DBC. Can you see the base is same for both the triangle? If base is same for both the triangle, the area ratio will be same as height ratio. So if base is same, the area ratio will be same as height ratio. So if H1 and H2, whatever the ratio of H1 and H2, the area ratio will be same as H1 and H2. So if this height is 10 centimeter and this height is 15 centimeter, the area ratio will be 2 is to 3. Answer. So if base is same, area ratio is same as height ratio. If height is same, area ratio is same as base ratio. So if you can apply this part in this question, tell me the answer. Same logic. Go try go. No, Preeti. Yes, Anirudh, correct. Ashutosh, correct. No, Vaishnavi. Yes, Shrishti. Yes, Sunal. Now look at guys. If you can just see, this is the same question which we have just discussed. Look at the triangle EBC and triangle ABC. What is same? In this triangle EBC and this bigger triangle ABC, what is same? The base is same, na? Base is common, BC. EBC has a base BC, ABC also has a base BC. So if base is same, area ratio will be same as height ratio, na? Area ratio is same as height ratio. Height is given in the question. The height is 1 and this height is 5. That is perpendicular drop. That is given in the question. AD and EM are drawn perpendiculars. AD is 5, EM is 1. So if height ratio is 1 is to 5, the area ratio is also 1 is to 5. Means this area EBC, it's 1, and this area ABC, it's 5. That is the question, guys. So if this is 1 and complete ABC is 5, can you tell me the area of AEC? What is the area of triangle AEC? This complete area is 5 and this small area is 1. So what about this area? If I subtract 1 from 5, I'll get this area, na? So what is the question asked? Question asked, what is the area of triangle AEC to the triangle BEC? This is 4, this is 1. So what is the answer? Answer is 4 is to 1. It's not 4 is to 5. It is 4 is to 1, Bhaskar. Yeah, that is 4/5 of the bigger triangle. Correct. So next time when you see this question, when the base is same, you will not calculate anything. Just check the height ratio. So height ratio is 1 is to 5. Area ratio is also 1 is to 5. Straight away. Clear to everyone? Should we move? बोला करो यार. मैंने कल भी बोला था. Respond करा करो. बोला करो. If you cannot not getting anything, then ask. And if you're getting it, then respond. Okay. Come to the next important part, guys. Or before coming to that part, one more thing we can discuss, that is angle bisector theorem. What does angle bisector theorem says? Angle bisector theorem says if AD is angle bisector, what does angle bisector do? Angle bisector bisect the angle. So if this is the complete angle, AD will bisect this angle. So these two angles has to be equal and equal. And angle bisector theorem says if AD is angle bisector, then the ratio of side AB is to AC will be same as the ratio of BD is to DC. The ratio of AB is to AC is same as the ratio of BD is to DC. If I draw a triangle like this, and if I say BE is angle bisector, then what will be the theorem becomes? Anyone can tell me? If B is the angle bisector, what is the theorem becomes? Which ratio will be equal? Think yourself. No, AE and EC will not be equal, Vaishnavi. This is angle bisector. This is not a median. So AE by EC, AE is not equal to EC. the ratio will be AB upon BC is equivalent to AE upon EC. Then you will write it like this: AB upon BC is equal to AE upon EC, right? Correct. So if you have taken BC earlier, then you will take EC. Vedansh is one of the same thing. If you are writing BC upon AB, then you will write EC upon AE. And let's say if CF is angle bisector. If CF is angle bisector, then what theorem will become? If CF is angle bisector, then we will say CA upon CB is equivalent to AF upon FB. So it can be any of the angle bisector. So CA upon CB is equal to AF upon FB. Correct. Good. So there are certain questions which is directly based on this angle bisector theorem. Try to solve them. This is oral. The first question is oral. Tell me the answer quickly. What is the length of AC? It should be done, guys. It's a 5-second question. Only Anirudh got the answer till now. It should not take more than 5-10 seconds. Is it a direct question? Yes, Darsh, Aditya, Mehak, all correct. But why only 4 people till now? Yeah, Shivani. Look at here, guys. ABC is a triangle with angle bisector AD. Yes, now many people got it correct. Good. No, Preeti. Look at here. ABC is a triangle with AD as angle bisector. AD on line segment BC. If BD is 2, CD is 5, AB plus AC is given as 21, then find the length of AC. So you know na, if AD is angle bisector, then AB upon AC, it's same as BD upon DC. And BD upon DC is given as 2 is to 5. So AB by AC is in the ratio of 2 is to 5. So basically what you have to do, you have to just divide this 21 in the ratio of 2 is to 5. So 7 denotes 21, 1 will denote 3, 5 will denote 15 and 2 will denote 6. So what is the length of AC? 15 and AB is 6. Raksha, AB is 6, AC is 15. Preeti, got the mistake? It's 15, not 14. This is direct, guys. This should be done. Do one more. This is also easy. What is the answer? Here M is measure. Measure of angle BAP minus measure of angle CAP. Yes, Sankita, correct. Yes, Bhaskar. Okay, again, I think you are thinking too much. These are direct questions. Look at here. In triangle ABC. Yes, Shubham. Only three people get it correct till now. In triangle ABC, let P be a point on BC. AB is 20, AC is 10, BP is 20 root 3 by 3, and PC is 10 root 3 by 3. So, guys, tell me, this time we do not know what is AP, right? But look at here. What is the ratio of ABs to AC? 2 is to 1. And what is the ratio of BPs to PC? That is also 2 is to 1. So if AB is to AC ratio is coming out to be same as BP is to PC. Why it is coming same? It can be same only when AP is angle bisector. Why this ratio is given same? This ratio is given same because AP has to be angle bisector. No other line can divide this third side in the same ratio. So if this ratio is 2 is to 1 and this ratio is also 2 is to 1, so we proved that AP is angle bisector. It means these two angles are equal. So what is the difference between angle BAP and PAC? 0. That is the answer. How much it is, we need not to find out. We need to just find the difference. Difference has to be 0. Straight away. Clear now? Okay. Do one more. Find the length of CU and UZ. That is also easy. Yes, Anirudh, it's correct. Look at the question carefully, guys. Right angle triangle is given. Yes, Preeti is correct. Abhinav is correct. Manju is correct. Anas, it's wrong. CU and UZ. Very easy question. Tanisha, answer is reverse. Yes, now it's correct. Look at here, guys. BU is angle bisector, and this angle is given as 90. So before finding the length of CU and UZ, you need to check that this is a right angle triangle. This side is 6, this side is 8. So what about BZ? 6, 8, 10, triplet. So this is 6, this is 8. So BZ has to be 10. Now apply the angle bisector theorem. If BU is angle bisector, we know BC upon BZ is same as CU upon UZ. So if BC upon BZ, the ratio is 3 to 5. So this ratio will also be 3 to 5. Divide 8 in the ratio of 3 to 5, you will get the length. The length is 3 and 5. Correct. The only thing you need to first find out it's 10. Then you can apply the angle bisector. Then only you will get the ratio now. So 6, 8 and 10, then 3 to 5. Divide 8 into 3 to 5 ratio. Till here I think it is clear. Simple. Now I'm giving a question which is not direct. So think and then answer. Same logic. I name them, that is ABC. AD is angle bisector. This angle and this angle has to be 60 because the complete angle is 120. These two angles are given equal. So let's say this angle is theta, so this angle is also theta. You have to find out this angle. Find out angle ABC. If this relation is given, use that relation. AD into AB upon BD is equivalent to AE into AC upon EC. Find out this angle. This is not that direct. Try करो एक बार. No, Tanisha. Himanshu is correct. Can the angle be 60, Tanisha? If this angle is 120, and if you take this angle as 60, so 120 plus 60 will become 180, then C angle will be 0. So which is not possible. So definitely the answer has to be less than 60. Only one answer till now. No, Jyoti. No, Vedansh. Are you able to use this equation? Okay. So I tell you, you're not able to use it. You're not able to use it, na? Ashutosh is correct. Okay. Look at here, guys. In the question given, AD is angle bisector. If AD is angle bisector, what do we know if AD is angle bisector? We know that AB upon AC is equivalent to BD upon DC. That much we know. If AD is angle bisector, then AB upon AC is equivalent to BD upon DC, right? In this equation or in this relation, are you able to see this relation? कहीं पे AB by AC टाइप दिख रहा है कुछ? AB by AC दिखेगा if you take AC this side. Look at here. Can I write it this equation like this? AD into AB upon BD into AC is equivalent to AE upon EC. I have not done anything else except I have taken this AC in the denominator. Rest all the things are same. Now I know that AB upon AC is equal to BD upon DC. So can I replace this AB by AC with BD by DC? Look at here, what do I get? If I replace AB by AC with BD by DC, I'll get a relation that BD is cancelled out. I'll get a relation AD upon DC is equivalent to AE upon EC. Now the question is over if you are able to see this. What is that relation says? This relation says AD upon DC is equivalent to AE upon EC. What does it mean? What does it mean regarding DE? If AD upon DC is equivalent to AE upon EC, it means DE is angle bisector, correct? This ratio is coming out to be same because DE is angle bisector. So if D is angle bisector, these two angles will be equal. So if this angle is given as theta, this angle will also be theta. These two angles are already given in the question equal. So look at this triangle. In this triangle, if this angle is 60, this angle plus this angle has to be 120. 2 theta plus theta, 3 theta. 3 theta is 120. So theta is 40. So this angle is coming out to be 40. This angle is 120. This is 40. So what about this angle? This angle is 20 degree. That's why I said this question is not direct. You have to think this much. Use this relation, get another relation, prove that D is angle bisector, then this angle and this angle will be equal. This angle and this angle is already given equal. This angle is 60, so remaining angle has to be 120. 2 theta plus theta is 3 theta, which is 120. Theta is 40. So this angle will be 20. 120 plus 40 plus 20. Ask me if any doubt is there. Quickly. Last part, Anurag. Last part is after getting theta. After angle bisector. D is angle bisector. So what does angle bisector do? Angle bisector divides the angle in two equal parts. This angle I have already mentioned theta. So if this angle is theta, this angle will also be theta. And in the question, EDC and ECD are given equal. So if you have taken this angle as theta, this angle will also be theta. And in triangle ADC, sum of the angle has to be 180. This angle is 60. So this angle plus this angle, 2 theta plus theta, 3 theta, has to be 120. So theta is 40 and rug. So this angle is 40, this angle is 120. So sum of the angle has to be 180. 120 plus 40 is 160. So this angle has to be 20. Good. Good. Okay. Now come to the next part, guys. And again, before coming to the next part, I'm giving you one or two questions based on area. Then we'll move ahead. Tell me the question number 5 and 6. Fourth, we have done it yesterday only. Tell me 5 and 6. Both are good questions. Tell me question number 5 and 6. No, Vaishnavi. This is a acute angle triangle. Those who have done yesterday's class, they should be able to get it. Acute angle triangle, isosceles triangle. Now, if the triangle is isosceles, the two of the side has to be equal. So there are two possible cases. If you're getting it, till now nobody get it correct. No, Ankita. No, the Shristi is correct. Good answer, Shristi. No, Shivani. Try the sixth one. Sixth one is easy comparatively. Anirudh, no. Why zero, Anirudh? You are saying the triangle will not be possible. No triangle is possible. Okay, look at the fifth one first. Now, if it is an isosceles triangle, guys, if two sides are 10 and 16, and we know that isosceles triangle has two equal sides, so there are two possibilities that either 10 10 are equal side, and the other possibility is that 16 16 are equal side. These are the two possible cases, right? But the question is, the triangle is acute angle triangle. Yesterday I told you one property of acute angle triangle, that the square of any side should be, or sum of the square of any two sides should be greater than the square of the third side. That is an acute angle triangle. But if you take this case, in this case, the square of these two sides is not greater than 16 square. Is it greater than 16 square? 100 plus 100 is 200, and this is 256. So this is not an acute angle triangle, guys. But here, look at that. Sum of the square of any two side definitely will be greater than the square of the third side. You take any two side. If you take these two side, definitely it is going to be more than that. If you take these two side, definitely it is going to be the square of more than that. So this is an acute angle triangle. This is not an acute angle triangle. So we have to consider this case. And one more thing. After getting all the three sides, you need not to apply the Heron's formula. I am sure that even after getting this much, you are applying Heron's formula to get the area. No need. Look at here. One more thing I wanted to tell you. That's why I've given this question. In case of isosceles triangle, guys, you need to remember that perpendicular bisects the base. So if these two sides are 16 and 16 and the base is 10, so if I'm dropping a perpendicular, it will bisect the base. So these two sides are 5 and 5. So for finding the area, what do we need? We need height. If this side is 16 and this side is 5, what about height? 16 square minus 5 square? 256 minus 25. What is the height? Height is 231. So what is the area? Area is half base into height. The correct answer is 5 root 231. So I think only one or two people get it correct. Srishti get it correct, and I cannot see anyone else. Ashutosh get two answers, but this answer is not valid, Ashutosh. Only this answer is valid. Bhaskar, 8 root 2 is not valid. The answer is 5 root 231, guys. Srishti and Ashutosh got it correct. Amisha is also correct. Amisha kahan hai? Acha, Amisha solved it 75.9. Okay. This is clear. This is a difficult question. So, all the properties, acute angle triangle, isosceles triangle, and then area. So, mixed 2-3 properties. Any doubt, quickly ask me. Now tell me the sixth one then. Why we cannot take first case? Jyoti, this is an acute angle triangle, na? In acute angle triangle, yesterday we discussed, yesterday you were there, Jyoti. Any two side, not one particular case. Actually, I'm not getting what you want to say. How it is possible in second case? In second case, take any two side, Vaishnavi. If you take these two sides, the sum of the square of these two sides is greater than the third side, na? If you take these two sides, then also it is greater than the third side. If you take again these two sides, it is one of the same thing. Vaishnavi got it. Okay. Why 231, Anas? Anas, are you able to see this is a right angle triangle? In right angle triangle, this side is 16 and this side is 5. So what about this side? Pythagoras, 16 square minus 5 square, no? So 16 square minus 5 square is root 231. Why we did not use? Vedant, you can apply the Heron's formula as well. What is the problem in using Heron's formula? But this is easy or Heron's formula applying is easy? Shivani, again you are not getting there. Not one case. Yesterday, again, I told you in acute angle triangle, this should be valid for all the cases. This should also be valid. This should also be valid. All the sum of the square of any two sides should be greater than the third side. Okay, not only one particular case. Angle bisector कैसे हुआ? Where is angle bisector? अभिषेक, कहाँ लिया हमने angle bisector? What I'm saying, in case of isosceles triangle, if you drop a perpendicular, it will bisect the base, not the angle. I did not say angle bisector. So if this base is 10, this has to be 5 and 5. So do not assume a perpendicular. Use Heron's formula. Now tell me the sixth one, guys. Sixth one is direct question. If you can see, look at the question 6. Yesterday I told you sine rule. ABC is a triangle. AB 16, angle ACAB. CAB is given as 30. ACB is given as 45. What is the length of CB? So if you can see, there are two angles and one of the side is given. We need to find the other side. So remember, A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B. Yesterday you were asking me when to apply the sine rule or when do we apply cos rule. You need to realize on the spot that what is given and what we need to find out. angle are given, one of the side is given, we need to find the other side. So if two angles are given, cos is not useful, sin is useful. A upon sin A. So this is A, we need to find side A. Angle is given as 30. This is, let's say, B or C, you can take it, 16, and the angle in front of that is 45. That is the question. So sin 30, you know, it's half. Sin 45, you know, it's 1 by root 2. I hope this much you know. So it's 2a is equivalent to 16 root 2. A comes out to be 8 root 2. That is the answer. This length is 8 root 2. You cannot get this answer if you do not apply this formula. Clear now, Amisha? It's not 32, it's 8 root 2. Calculation mistake should not be there. No, Abhishek, that's what I'm saying. You cannot get this answer if you do not see this ratio. If two angles are given, one of the side is given, use the sine rule. Otherwise, it will become complicated if you drop a perpendicular, then assume this angle as 45. Bhaskar, here, how many times I need to repeat this? Why you are considering only this case? I have already told to Jyoti that not only this, you have, it should be valid for all the cases. Is it valid? Is it valid or not? You cannot take only one of the cases satisfying. If the sides are 10, 10, 16, the triangle will not be acute angle triangle, it will be an obtuse angle triangle. Okay, so this is not valid. Now come ahead, guys. Come to the next part. That is the most important part of whole geometry, not only triangle, the whole geometry. That is similarity of triangle. I'm sure all of you know what is similarity of triangle. When do we say triangle are similar? When do we say the two triangles are similar? No, no. Congruent is a different, similarity is different. Do not mix. Yes. So you will not say AS, SAS. That is all rules are for congruency, not for similarity. So triangles are said to be similar only when angles are equal. As soon as you are able to prove two angles are equal, the third angle automatically has to be equal. So if angles are equals and sides are in proportion, then the two triangles are said to be similar. And all congruent triangle are similar triangle, but not vice versa. If the triangle is congruent, then definitely it has to be similar, but all similar triangle are not congruent triangle. So dhyan rakna, very few cases you will get congruent triangle. In most of the cases you will get similar triangle, and you need to know how to write it. Congruency when the two triangles are exactly same, Bhaskar. When the two triangles are exactly same, the two triangles can be overlapped to each other. If ABC is a triangle and PQR is another triangle, when all the three sides are equal or any two sides are equal and one angle is equal in between of that, then also the triangles are congruent. These two congruent triangle will overlap to each other, means automatically side has to be equal. So in very few cases you will get congruent triangle. How do we write similarity. Just understand that. If there is a triangle ABC and there is another triangle PQR, angle A is given equal to angle, let's say, Q, and angle B is given equal to angle R, let's say. So as soon as the two angles are given equal, you need not to check the third angle. Third angle automatically has to be equal. And how do we write it? We write it like in the same order. We will write triangle ABC is similar to, you will not write PQR. What you will write? You will write the same angle in front of A. So A has equal to Q, so you will write Q here. B is equal to R, so you will write R here. So third angle will automatically be equal. Angle C will be equal to angle P. So C and P will be at the same position. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle QRP, not PQR. And if you write it like this, the ratio will be easy. You will write it AB upon QR. It's same as AC upon QP. It's same as BC upon RP. This is the only thing. If you can write it, the question will become single line question. If you're able to write it like this, triangle ABC is similar to triangle QRP. So AB upon QR is equivalent to AC upon QP is equivalent to BC upon RP. This part is clear to everyone how we are writing it. Okay. And if I drop a perpendicular from A and if I drop a perpendicular from Q, the height will also be in the same ratio as the ratio of the sides. The height will be also in the same ratio as the ratio of their sides. Perimeter will also be in the same ratio. Perimeter 1 is to perimeter 2 will also be in the same ratio. But area ratio will be different. Area ratio will be side square. Not side ratio, it will be side square. So you will write it like this. Area of triangle ABC and area of triangle QRP is side square, that is AB square upon QR square. The rest all the things are same ratio, but area ratio is side square ratio. So if it is 2 and this QR side is 5, side ratio is 2 is to 5. So area ratio will be 4 is to 25. Side ratio is 2 is to 5, area ratio will be 4 is to 25. This theory part is clear to everyone till here. Okay, good, very good. And one more way of proving similarity is based on parallel line. Let's say this is a triangle ABC and I draw parallel line DE. As soon as I draw this parallel line to BC, the triangle will become automatically similar. How? If you have read it, if there are parallel line, the corresponding angle equal. So if D line is parallel to BC, this corresponding angle will be equal. Angle D will be equivalent to B and angle E will be equivalent to angle C. And what is A? A is common. A is in ADE also, A is in ABC also. So as soon as I just say D line is parallel, triangle ADE and triangle ABC will become similar. And again, there are plenty of questions which has been asked based on this property also. No, D is not half, not necessarily. If I give you the ratio 2 is to 3, can you tell me the ratio of D is to BC? Anyone? What is the ratio of D is to BC? I'll repeat, Jyoti. Just tell me the answer. If AD is to DB ratio is given as 2 is to 3, can you tell me the ratio of D is to BC? Anyone? Yes, Ashutosh and Preeti are correct till now. Himanshu is correct. Good. D is to BC, everyone. Tanisha is correct. Gopal is correct. Very good. Now, as soon as you write it like this, AD and ABC are similar. So look at the ratio. AD upon AB is equal to D upon BC is equal to AE upon AC. All three ratio are equal. What is the ratio of ADs to AB? ADs to AB ratio is 2 is to 5. So if this ratio is 2 is to 5, all the ratio is 2 is to 5. So what is the ratio of D is to BC? That is also 2 is to 5. Correct? Jyoti, are you getting it? What we are doing? We are doing this question based on parallel line. If I draw a parallel line, as soon as I say this is a parallel line, this triangle and the bigger triangle will become similar because in parallel line corresponding angles are equal. So this angle is equal to this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is common. So triangle ADE will become similar to triangle ABC. All the sides will be in the same ratio. Okay. So if I ask a question, guys, like this, there are two parallel lines are drawn, D and FG. There is a question as it is has been asked. DE is parallel to FG. FG is parallel to BC. So all the three lines are parallel to each other. AD is to DF is to FB. AD is to DF is to FB is given as 1 is to 2 is to 4. 1 is to 2 is to 4. The length of DE is given as 5 centimeter. Can you tell me the length of FG and BC? What is the length of FG and BC? Very simple question. Quickly tell me the answer. What is the length of FG and BC? No, Mehak. Both are wrong. Ashutosh is correct. Yes, Anirudh is correct. This oral question, guys, if you know the rule. Himanshu is correct. Jyoti is wrong. FG and BC. Jyoti. No, Misha. Vaishnavi is correct. Shubham is correct. Length. Sonal. No, Tanisha. No, Preeti. One of the answer is correct, one is wrong. Yes, Gopal. Darsh, it's reverse. Kavishi is correct. Look at these triangle. Not this part, guys. Look at the triangle. There are three triangle ADE. The another triangle is AFG. And there is another triangle ABC. There are three triangle which are similar to each other. So look at these side. What is the ratio of AD is to AE is to AB? AD is to AE is to AB. What is the ratio? AD is 1. That is AF, sorry. AD is 1. What is AF? AF is 3 now. What is AB? AB is 7. So if the ratio of this side, and this side is 1 is to 3 is to 7, the ratio will be same of this side, this side, this side. So if AD is given as, or D is given as 5, which is equal to 1, so 1 denotes 5, so 3 will denote 15 and 7 will denote 35. So answer is 15 and 35. Straight away. So this is 1, this is 3, this is 7. So this is 3, this is 7. Clear now? Those who got it wrong earlier, it is clear to everyone now. Tell me quickly. Okay. Okay, good. Do one more. This time you will make mistake. I'm telling you, be safe. Don't do it. D and FG again. D is parallel to FG. FG is parallel to BC. AD is to DF is to FB is given as, let's say, 2 is to 3 is to 5. Can you tell me the area ratio of triangle ADE is to quadrilateral DEGF is to quadrilateral FGCB. So basically, I'm asking the area of this part, and this part. What is the answer? Area ratio is side square ratio, I told you. Only 2 people has given me the answer till now. Both correct. No, Tanisha. Area ratio is not side ratio. Yes, Ashutosh. No, Preeti. No, Mehak. No, Anas. Yes, Kavishi and Aniruddha correct. Good. No, no, no. Yes, Ashutosh is also correct then. Mehak is also correct. Correct, eh? Kavishi and Aniruddha correct. Bhaskar थोड़ा सा mistake. Vidansh also थोड़ा सा mistake. Sonal is correct. Look at here, guys. We need to look for these area, but we cannot directly say that this side is 2, this side is 3, and this side is 5. So area will be 4 is to 9 is to 25. Some people are saying 4 is to 9 is to 25 because they are just making the square of these three parts. You cannot find this area directly. You have to look for triangles. Triangle ADE, triangle AFG. Look for these three triangles. Triangle ADE is similar to triangle AFG is similar to triangle ABC. What is the length of AD, AF and AB? AD is 2, AF is 5 and AB is 10. So side ratio is 2 is to 5 is to 10. If side ratio is 2 is to 5 is to 10, what is the area ratio? What is the area ratio? Area ratio is side square. which is 4 is to 25 is to 100. That is the area of triangle ADE. This triangle is 4. This triangle is 4. AFG, this triangle, this triangle AFG, it's 25. Now if look at here, if this area it's 25 and if I subtract this area, then I'll get this area, no? So this is 21. First tell me this part is clear to everyone now. This AFG area is 25. So if I subtract 25 minus 4, I'll get the area of this part, which is 21. Okay. Similarly, this AFG is 25 and ABC, this bigger area is 100. So if I subtract these two areas, or if I subtract this area AFG, which is 25 from 100, I'll get this area. So answer is 4 is to 25 is to 71. That is the answer. 75. So many people get it correct, but those who got it wrong, I'm sure they should get it now. Clear to everyone? 4 is to 21 is to 75 is the correct answer. So write it like this. 100 minus 25 is 75. 25 minus 4 is 21 and 4 to hai. So 4 is to 21 is to 75. So these questions were based on the concept of parallel line. Now I'm giving the question based on when angles are equal. Most of the questions are based on when angles are equal. Try them. Starting with easy question, direct question. Try this. What are the exact value of A, B and A and B? This is A, this is B. Yes, Bhaskar is correct. But why only one answer till now? It's a direct question, guys. No, Ashutosh, I think calculation mistake is there. Ankita, one of the answer is correct, Ankita, one is wrong. Tanisha, reverse. Yes, Anirudh. A and B, Bhaskar. No, Gavishi, it's wrong. Vaishnavi, it's correct. Yes, Shubham, correct. Himanshu, one of the answer is wrong. Sonal is correct. Pramit is correct. Darsh is correct. Yes, Himanshu, now it's correct. Yes, Vaishnavi, correct. Okay, look at here, guys. This is very direct question. All the three angles are given equal. Alpha is here, beta and beta, gamma is gamma. So as soon as you see all the three angles are equal, you will directly say that these two triangles are similar. You can name them. So these two angles are equal. So you will write A in front of P, you will write B in front of Q, you will write C in front of R. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. The side ratio is equal. AB, or you can directly write down the values. What is AB? AB is 4. What is PQ? PQ is B. What is AC? AC is A. What is PR? PR is 8. What is BC? That is 5. And what is QR? QR is 7. So once you use these two, you will get the value of A. Once you use these two, you will get the value of B. So A comes out to be 40 by 7. And if you use these two, B comes out to be 28 by 5. These are the two values. How much time it takes to write down like this? Just one step. So side ratio will be same. AB upon PQ is equal to AC upon PR is equal to BC upon QR. Try this. Find the value of A, B and X. This is also simple. Yes, Ashutosh, it's correct. Ravishi is correct. No, Bhaskar. Darsh is correct. Ankita is correct. Anirudh, one of the answer is wrong. Tanisha is correct. And in the meantime, guys, I have shared a handout. Kindly check whether you received it or not in your chat window. Check that. Received the handout or not? Received. Okay. No, Jagrati. Check in the handout section. Okay. Now, for finding the value of A, no, Shimanshu, there was no handout for yesterday's class. I have given only two questions for yesterday's class that we have discussed. For finding A, Bhaskar, what is A1? You are writing the ratio. We need to find the value. Look at this triangle. Isn't a right angle triangle? If this side is 5, this side is 12, can't we apply directly the Pythagoras triplet 5, 12 and 13? Now use that similarity. This angle and this angle are given equal and this angle is common. So can I say triangle AEB and triangle ADC are similar? AEB is similar to ADC. So if this ratio and this ratio is 1 is to 1, this side is 13, so B will also be 13. If this is 1 is to 1, this is also 1 is to 1. And what about this? This small triangle AB it's 5, AB it's 12 and AC it's 24. AB is to AC. What is the ratio of AB is to AC? 1 is to 2. So the similar ratio will be with EB and DC. EB and DC will also be 1 is to 2. So if this is 5, what about X? X will be 10. Or otherwise you can use again the Pythagoras triplet. This is 24, this is 26. So again you can say two sides are 24 and 26. This side will be 10. Otherwise कुछ करना नहीं था. This is again direct question. This is 12 12. So this is 13 13. And this is 5. So this is double. This is 1 is to 1. So this is 1 is to 2. So this is 5. So this is 10. This much I think it's clear. No doubt should be there. Okay. Now you can try this kind of question also. In this case, the drawing is important. The question mein figure is not given. So try to draw this figure and then tell me the answer. What is the answer? In the chat window, Preeti. Handout will be there in the chat window. There is a handout section. You will find it. Otherwise, I'll tell Kavita to share it in the Telegram group. Or I'll share it in the doubt clearing group. WhatsApp. This is the figure, guys. A person is standing 40 feet away from a street light that is 30 feet tall. So this is a street light which is 30 feet tall. A person is standing 40 feet away from it. So a person is standing here 40 feet away from it. No, Tanisha. If a shadow, this person's shadow is 10 feet tall, and the shadow will be like this, that will go from the head of this person through the street light. So the shadow is 10 feet tall. We need to find the height of that person. That is the question. So again, street light and that person is standing vertically. So the angle has to be 90 degree. So again, we can see the triangle ECD and triangle EBA. ECD and EBA are similar triangle. This angle and this angle is same. E is common. So EC is to EB. What is the ratio of EC is to EB? 1 is to 5. So EC is 1, EB is 5. So this ratio and this ratio will also be 1 is to 5. 5 denotes 30, so 1 will denote 6. That is the answer. So height of that person has to be 6 feet. Are you able to relate it now? This is 1, this complete is 5. So this is 1 is to 5. So this is also 1 is to 5. 5 denotes 30, so 1 will denote 6. So these were direct question. Now come to my question. Now try this. What is the answer? In triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. D is perpendicular on AC. AD is given as 10. AC is given as 20. BC is given as 12. You need to find out the length of DE and EC. Now here the two triangle, you need to first search which two triangles are similar. Try करो एक बार. Yes, Gavishi, D is correct. EC? No, Pramit, both are wrong. D and EC. D is correct, Vaishnavi. Yes, Amisha, D is correct. What is EC? Yes, Abhinav. Yes, Ashutosh, both are correct. No, Vaishnavi, EC is wrong. No, Tanisha. Total AC is 20. How come EC is 24? Total AC is 20. D is 24. No, D is not 24. Yes, Dash. Yes, Preeti. Anirudh is correct. Now some people are correct. Look at the solution. No, Amisha. Now important part is to identify which two triangles are similar. If you're able to identify two triangles are similar, the question will become easy. This time the triangles are not direct. So first identify that. Can you see this angle is 90? This angle is 90. And this angle A is common. So can I say triangle AED is similar to triangle ABC? First tell me this step is clear to everyone or not. If this is clear, the question is over. You need to write in this order. Order is important. AED is similar to triangle ABC because E is 90, B is 90, A is common. So AED is similar to ABC, right? Then AE upon AB. AE we do not know. AB we do not know. So I'm not going to use it. I'll write it AD upon AC is equivalent to ED upon BC. AD we know it's 10. AC we know it's 20. ED we do not know. BC it's given as 12. So ED straight away comes out to be 6. The 6 part is clear. I think most of you got this part. It's 6. Now after getting this, you need not to do anything, guys. Why to worry about it? What is that triangle? What is a triangle? This is a right angle triangle. So if this side is 6, this side is 10, what about AE? 6, 8, 10. This is 6, this is 10, so this is 8. If AE is 8, what about EC? Total is given as 20. So 20 minus 8, it's EC. What is the length of EC? The length of EC is 12. Most of you were trying to find out this length. This length you can easily find out with the help of this right angle triangle. Clear now? Otherwise, you could find from here also. AE upon AB. If I find the length of AE, then also I can find the length of EC. AB do not know, but AB you can find it with the help of Pythagoras triplet. This is 4 into 3. This is 4 into 5. So you know 3, 4, 5 triplet. So what is the length of AB? AB is 16. 4 into 4. This is 4 into 3. This is 4 into 5. So this is 4 into 4. Replace it here. You will get the length of AE. So AE comes out to be 8 from here. AE is 8. Then also you can find EC. Maybe possible, Bhaskar. I need to check. Otherwise, it is clear to everyone now. The only thing you need to realize that which two triangles are similar. क्लियर है ये? तो एक और करते हैं, then we'll continue in the next class. First tell me this also. Today you have another session, so I'll not take your time. ABC is a triangle, CD is any line, angle BAC and DCB are given equal. ABC, BAC and DCB, these two angles are given equal. If DB is 9, BC is 12, DC is 6, find the perimeter of triangle ADC. You need to find the perimeter of triangle ADC. So basically you need to find the value of AD and AC. AD and AC batao, then you will get the perimeter. Right question? Yes, Ashutosh, good answer. No, Ankita. Look at which two triangles are similar. This is the only thing you need to write it. Single line question. No, Gopal. No, Jagrati. Yes, Ankita, now it's correct. Yes, Shubham. Perimeter, perimeter. No, Himanshu, it's wrong. No, Preeti. No, Gavishi. ADC, Gavishi. You might be getting ABC. No, Himanshu, it's wrong. Calculation mistake should not be there. Which two triangles are similar? Can you see that this angle and this angle is given equal and this angle is common? If I look at the triangle ABC and if I look at the triangle DBC, this angle B is coming out to be common now. So you have to just write down one step. ABC is similar to triangle. Which angle you will write in front of A? You will write C. Which angle you will write in front of B? You will write B, because in DCB also it is B and ABC also it is B. So third angle will also automatically will equal. So C is equal to D. If you are able to write this line The question is over. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle CBD because A and C are given equal, B is common. Now take the ratio AB upon CB is equal to AC upon CD is equal to BC upon BD. What is AB? We do not know. What is CB? CB is 12. AC we do not know. CD is 6. BC is 12. BD is 9. So can't we find AB if I use these two ratios? If I use these two ratio, AB will be 144 by 9, which is 16. And if I use these two ratio, I'll get AC. AC is 72 by 9, which is 8. So AC is 8, but we need AD. AB is coming out to be 16. So 16 minus 9, AD will be 7. So AD is 7, AC is 9, this is 6. So what is the perimeter? Perimeter is 21. That is the answer. Clear it is to everyone. Just one line, guys. If you write this line correct, the question is over. Ask me quickly if anything is not clear in this question. Can D be 90°? You cannot take from your side, Aditya, until and unless this is not given. Otherwise, you can check after finding these. This three sides are given now. Is it satisfying Pythagoras triplet? 6 square plus 9 square. Is it equal to 12 square? Obviously not. So this angle cannot be 90. How come you took this angle as 90? AC is 8. AC is 9. Acha, AC is 8, sorry. AC is 8. 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. Correct, Gopal. Bhaskar, why do you unnecessarily drop a perpendicular in every question? Why to drop a perpendicular in every question? We draw perpendicular when we are not able to find with the help of the given data. If we are able to find the answer with the help of given data, why do we need? This is clear to everyone, guys. Quickly tell me. Then we wind up. Okay. Chalo. So we stop here. In the next class, I'll take certain more question based on similarity. And I'll share a PPT, guys, where some theory part is given. That theory part you have to do your own. This theory part I'm talking about. The centers. Geometric centers of a triangle. In center, circumcenter. Just go through with that once. Nothing else. So you should know what are orthocenter, right? तो एक बार देख लेना. Till here we have done it. We'll continue from here. Chalo. And I have given a handout. Do that also. Bye bye. Good night.